Beyond the Mic with Sean Dillon.
We're joined on the star line by a former cheerleader, two-time Grammy Award winner, and Songwriters Hall of Fame legend. His latest album is La 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 Love Songs. We welcome Jason Mraz.
Hey, Sean, how are you? Thanks for that introduction.
Absolutely great, Jason. Let's go beyond the mic. Why was taking these iconic ballads and putting them all in one album important for you?
Well, it's been 20 years since I put out my first single, and Atlantic, the record company, came to me and said, love to celebrate this in some way. Think about it. And rather than do a greatest hit, I decided to make a mixtape that was themed around love, through the filter of love. Because honestly, every song I write, and I believe this about any song that exists in the universe, but every song that I write is because of love. I love singing. I love creating something out of nothing. I love seeing a lesson sung back to me. I love hearing hope and optimism woven together in lyrics and breath. I just love it. So I decided to put together this compilation of my greatest love songs through the years. And it's called La 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 Love Songs. And it comes out this Friday just in time for Valentine's Day.
How did you spend your pandemic quarantine, and how many more albums did you write during it?
Funny. Yeah, I did. I put an album out during the quarantine, and I started working on another one. I did, like many artists, I switched to sort of virtual performing and learning how to stream and use cameras and the internet to reach my audiences. It wasn't my favorite, but obviously it wasn't a favorite of anybody based on the circumstances we were all going through. But I stayed creative, and that's the beauty of art and having a creative medium, is that it's a constructive place to send our attention and our hands and our heart, rather than just be glued to the news and be filled with worry and stress. So I'm very blessed that I have music in my life.
A limited edition neon pink vinyl version of La 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 Love Songs is available. What makes listening to vinyl and listening to music on vinyl in some cases better than digital?
Well, first it's the time, because you're going to put the record on and it'll play for the duration of side A. So it could be 3 to 5 songs on side A, and in a way you walk away and you listen to that, and then when the music stops, you go back to the turntable, you turn it over, and you listen to side B, and you really get to listen to that artist's catalog or their sequencing the way that they had intended it. And then technologically speaking, there's something about narrowing down all that music to a groove, and that the compression of that groove through the needle plays in a way that's warmer. It's all buttoned up and zipped up in a way that I think sounds better than the way the hi-fi streaming platforms sound.
Jason, it's time for the Rocking 8 Fast Fire Random Questions. Answer with the first thing that comes to your mind. There is no pressure.
Oh.
What's the one thing you do that drives Christina crazy?
I don't know. I think I must be perfect because it doesn't show. I don't see the crazy.
You must be perfect. Which fruit tree do you own the most of at the family farm?
Oh, what fruit tree do we have the most of?
Yep.
Coffee. Coffee is our most planted tree here on the ranch. When I started, I had about 1,000 avocado trees, and that is a lot. That's a lot of trees. But now we have almost 4,000 coffee trees, and they're very close together. They're all side by side, very close together. So it's not a huge farm, but we do have a lot of coffee.
Favorite type of coffee?
California grown coffee. It's the rarest. It's newest and the rarest, but California is a leader in agriculture, and it's the most local coffee you'll ever drink, because coffee has always been an import until just a couple of years ago. So I love California coffee for that reason.
What are the last 3 songs that you heard that aren't yours?
Ooh, the last 3 songs that aren't mine that I've heard. I just listened to the new Aaron Ray album that I very much enjoyed. Aaron Ray. If I had to pick a song, it's a new album, so I don't remember the song titles. I think "Gonna Be Strange." I'm gonna say I do remember that song. That jumped out. I listened to "Sing" by Travis. You remember Travis from like the early 2000s?
Oh yeah.
They also had "Why Does It Always Rain on Me?" Love that song. And I'm a big Kings of Convenience fan. I'd rather dance with you. That was happening just recently before this phone call.
If you could change one thing in your life, what would it be?
I like my life. I think I'll keep it as it is, but maybe to change. I think I would go with straight hair. If I could have straight hair, because I have big curly wavy hair that I don't know what to do with it, and so I always wear a hat. Maybe if I had straight hair. I don't know.
What do you do when you're frustrated or angry?
I go play an instrument. I go play piano and express my sadness, or I go bang on a guitar and I just start screaming and scatting and just transmuting my energy into music rather than just sort of confused banter.
If you couldn't be a musician, what career would you choose?
I think it would be farming and gardening. I really enjoy working with the land and seeing it transform through farmers' footsteps.
So, what are you addicted to?
Coffee.
There's a shock.
I drink it all day. I forget that there are other beverages.
If you're enjoying these conversations, please check out another Beyond the Mic episode to find more actors, artists, and people you need to know. We'd also appreciate a like and subscribe on the Good Pods app. It's time for One Big Question with music superstar Jason Mraz, Beyond the Mic. Jason, if you could change one problem in the world, what would you change?
I would change equity and equality, where we've always been lacking that. And I know every year we make baby steps towards equity and equality, but we still have a long way to go. So, I mean, I would say,
Gonna put your feet to the fire. Which is your favorite song on the album, or which song do you sing the most of in the shower?
I love Let's See What the Night Can Do. I love Let's See What the Night Can Do. It's a tough question because I love the songs. You know, this new playlist, this compilation, La La Love Songs, will have a previously unreleased / new song on the digital format. That's called Always Looking For You. And I've only performed it a handful of times, and I always love singing it. And I love the ending of the song. So I'm thrilled that song is finally coming out for the public to have. It's called Always Looking For You.
In a world filled with darkness, how do you keep the light?
Breathing. We just keep breathing because that's life. You know, life is all about breathing in and out. When we are born, we take a breath, and that's called inspire. To breathe in, to breathe life into is inspire. And so all of our lives, we hear that word. I'm so inspired. You inspire me. And what we're saying is, you breathe life into me. You give me life. You give me a reason to keep going today. And then the last thing we do before we leave this planet is we expire. We breathe out. And that's the term, we expire. And so all of life is breathing in and out. And so music is such a great way to breathe consciously, because we can align ourselves with the rhythm of the song and with the rhythm of the lyrics, and we're suddenly feeling a breath together, and we're exhaling our breath together, singing these lyrics with these controlled phrases and melodies. And so music just being one form of conscious breath work, I do believe it's breathing that helps us continue to find the light. We hear it in poetry, we hear it in each other's sobs and in each other's laughter, and most certainly we hear it in each other's music.
Every song he writes about is about love.
It is.
His new album is La 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 Love Songs, and the digital version has that special bonus, Always Looking For You. We thank Jason Mraz for taking the time to talk with us today.
Thank you so very much. Lovely talking to you too.
And that, my friends, is a Beyond the Mic shortcut.